Hello beautiful friends, it's Jasmine and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing very well today, and today I am very excited because this is one of the most special videos I have ever created. So I have done quite a few volunteering projects in my life so far, and that's something my mum always encouraged my sister and I to do. But something else I have always wanted to do is to volunteer to teach children English, and especially in the more remote areas, and give back to society in this way. I love teaching, I love children, I love giving, and I want to have as many different experiences as possible in this lifetime to just expand my perspectives, expand my awareness, to evolve my consciousness, and to really grow as much as I can as a human being. So a few months ago when I was organising my travels, I thought I'd include some volunteering during my time solo travelling. So I searched online for some volunteering opportunities near Bali, and I found one online called Lombok Volunteer Homestay. So all I did was I simply contacted the organizer guy. He emailed me back, and yeah, a few days ago I just found myself in a remote but very friendly village on Lombok Island, and it was my first time visiting this island in Indonesia as well. At the time when I was deciding when to go, out of all the days in the year on the calendar, my intuition kept telling me to go on the 1st of July. For some reason it was just pulling me towards that day, so I booked it on there, and it was only on that day that I realized the 1st of July 2019 was the new moon and also the start of another eclipse season, and this represents new changes and deeper inner transformation. So that was perfect divine timing. And also when I was there, I happened to be there at the same time as 4 other young volunteers around my age, which is pretty rare for that to happen, so that was really cool and we all got along really well. This entire experience, it's still tricky for me to find words to describe it all, but it was just truly very transformational, and I really enjoyed my stay on Lombok Island as well. It reminded me a lot of Flinders Island, which is where my Polish grandparents live, and just especially being in a remote, quiet and close-knit village with just a few people, but they're all so friendly, and just living next to the beach and watching the sunsets every day and the golden colors in the sky, being surrounded by nature, it was just amazing. So I'll let the rest of the vlog speak for itself, and I really hope that this video today can inspire you to do something similar. On the 1st of July, I left Bali from Sanur and took a fast boat which first had a brief stopover at the beautiful Lembongan Island, and then after 3 hours we finally arrived in Lombok. At the port, I was greeted by Andar, and he picked me up on a motorbike where we drove through hills, villages, towns and coastal drives under the blue sky, which became my first glimpse of Lombok Island. I immediately fell in love with the abundance of nature around, and riding on the motorbike just felt so freeing and exciting. After 2 hours, we arrived in a small village near Lembar in Sekotong Bara in Lombok, and this is where Andar lives. So this is Andar, the host of the program. He explained to me why he started hosting volunteers, and the reason is really so touching. He says he does it all for the children here, as he experienced many hardships as a teenager after not being able to finish school due to his parents not being able to pay for his graduation. So he sacrificed his education for his other siblings instead. So to ensure the village children have a better future than what he experienced, he believes that if they learn English from a young age, it can really benefit them when they get older. Andar then showed me around the village, which is located right on the coast, including some beaches nearby. It was simply breathtaking. After having a look around and just admiring the beauty all around, I then got to meet some of the children from the village, the other 4 volunteers, and some animals too. Gonna be there? Oh. Yeah. In the evening, evening, all of us volunteers decided to go together to the beach for an evening swim, and the salty ocean waters was just so refreshing. This was where I realized the first lesson I came here to be reminded of, the gift of being spontaneous. I'm someone who has always tended to make plans and follow them exactly. However, I haven't quite embraced the opposite side as much, which is being spontaneous, and this is part of my shadow side that I'm now leaning into more. During this whole trip, I had absolutely no plans and simply went with the flow of what I felt like doing, and the gift in this was having so much more fun and really enhancing my intuition as well. So instead of busy making plans, I let life happen in the present moment. Aww. And do another pose again. Beautiful. We're just walking up to that hilllet. Watch the beautiful sunset here. How incredible. Lombok is just so beautiful. Wow. So it's my first day here on Lombok Island. I arrived at the volunteer homestay maybe about 2 hours ago, and we just went for a dip and very long swim in the ocean there, and it was just so nice, and especially to hang out with people again. And there are 2 people from Australia, so that's really nice, and it's just so beautiful here right now. And there's the sunset happening behind me. This is just pure bliss, like pure bliss, and there really isn't much here, but I love the simplicity. We climbed up a slightly slippery but beautiful hill nearby to watch the golden hour and sunset, and I was just simply in awe. Mother Earth is so incredible and so healing. The next morning we all woke up at 5:30 a.m. and Andar took us all on a short yet steep hike up a mountain right behind the village to watch the sunrise from above. As the sun peeked through the clouds, my breath was just taken away by the picturesque scenery from the top. It was like looking at a 360 degrees painting all around. Just so beautiful, so peaceful, and Lombok really showed its true colors here. So this here is the village. There's Andar's sister, and over here is the house. I'm staying downstairs here. This is my room, and it is very, very basic. So yeah, that's it. I just have a mattress, a pillow, and that's all in this room. It just reminds you to not take the simple things for granted. So I only brought with me this backpack and that backpack only. He also provided a little fan, and yes, there is electricity still. I can still charge my cameras and my batteries, and yeah, so we just my face is very red, but we just went for a hike up the mountain. I have no idea what time it is. I'm not really looking at it, and just really enjoying the present moment. This here is the backyard, and it's quite loud because this rooster won't stop. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Are you cooking? Yes. Cooking? Yeah. Do you do this every day? Setiap hari? Every day. Wow. So I'll show you the bathroom and the toilet. It is very, very basic and the best you're gonna get. So this here is the toilet, and then over here is where you take a shower. And all you do, I was trying to figure it out, but all you do is pull out this and the water comes and you plug it back in. And yeah, that's the shower. Another little tap here where there's still running water too. After breakfast, we then decided to take a short little boat ride from the beach to the nearby Gili Nanggu Island and spend the afternoon snorkeling, swimming and resting there on the beach. these beaches were a pure paradise. The waters were crystal clear and so blue, and there were so many fish swimming around us in the ocean as well. The more I embrace Mother Earth, the more I appreciate all of its wonders, creations and beauty. If it's even possible to be even more grateful every single day. We spent a few hours there soaking in the warm sun and also had a delicious lunch together at one of the restaurants on the island, and after our adventures there we headed back to the village and hung around playing with the children and the animals. So it is mid-afternoon now, just came back from the island, got my clothes hanging there. I'll show you the upstairs of this place here. So you just go up these cement stairs, no railing or anything, and then just before you go up, gotta take off your shoes. And this here is the upstairs area, so this is where the children will do some learning every afternoon, and yet there's one more room there and another room there, so there are 3 volunteer rooms in total. This is where we get our drinking water, so just pump that and put your water bottle there to fill it up with clean water. And there are also 2 little whiteboards there, some card games and things like that. All the money we pay as volunteers goes directly towards supporting this education as well. And yeah, I also just washed my hair for the first time in a while, but yeah, it feels really nice, and we're just gonna relax the rest of the afternoon. I don't think we're actually teaching kids today because it is apparently their school holidays, but we may still get them once or twice during my time here. Yeah, this village is just very cute and quiet. Everyone is so friendly and I'm really loving it. Like, this is happiness at its core, just like relationships, having a great time, relaxing, allowing yourself to rest. I really needed it.
That's okay.
Baby, come back here. Come back here. It's okay. So this here is one end of the village. That is the homestay. Over on that side is the end of the other side of the village. So yeah, it's very small. There is the ocean. Found the mummy. Hello. Oh, you remind me of my cat. Kitty. Oh, you're so soft. She's really soft. I did not expect that.
Yes, behind you so much softer than.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
This. Hey, hello.
Oh,
Warna apa?
warna biru.
Biru. Warna.
Kak Merira.
Aku lihat.
Dia cheating. Come on. Game perang. Pian dulu. Tuh, si ketok nggak ada yang ndak kena.
Saya lalu. Uno.
Mine is a really good cards.
Oh, really?
Dek.
For every meal, every day, Andar's wife prepared for us her own home-cooked Indonesian food. We always sat in the upstairs area together and always shared rice with a few amazing and simple dishes with lots of flavor and variety. She accommodated any dietary needs, and as we shared every meal, it really reminded me the importance of human connection and the need for relationships for our health, our happiness, and our well-being. The next morning, after waking with the roosters and called to the prayer from the mosque like every day, the children came as always to Andar's house, and after playing with them, Andar offered to take me on a motorbike ride to a beach up north that he wanted to show me. Out of his pure kindness, he really wanted me to experience as much of the island as possible. So we took off, and after winding through coastal drives, villages and mountains for an hour, we arrived at a beach in Mataram. The scenery was just beautiful, and I finally understood then and there my essence of being an island girl. We went on a short walk along the beach as I got to know Andar more, and he even showed me a pandan tree, which looks almost like a pineapple tree and was my first time seeing one. Unfortunately, the other side of Lombok is the rubbish pollution. I noticed a lot of plastic lying around, especially on the beaches and even in the village too. The only way we can really change this is through educating people about the consequence of rubbish and how it ultimately affects the animals and the planet. And by volunteering here, we can make a difference by bringing this education to the children. Something else I adored about the village is that the people are always smiling. It left a deep, great impression in my heart, and after being welcomed back to the village, we shared a lunch together, which was again prepared by Andar's lovely wife. And on this day we had rice, bean sprouts, spicy tempeh and beans, rice cakes and anchovies. In the mid-afternoon, lots of the village children came back to the upstairs area, which Andar created as a communal space for them, and started to learn for themselves. Children are incredibly intuitive and curious as they are closest to spirit, and will always willingly learn when they naturally feel like it. So as they picked up some books and maps, I helped them out. Bua, and how old are you? Being surrounded by children for a few days really reminded me of another important lesson, which is to unleash your inner child. Be intuitive, be curious, learn every day, play every day, laugh lots, have fun, and don't think too much. Children are wonderful teachers too.
She's okay, she's okay.
Yeah.
Telega taing nih.
1, 2, 3. 2, 3. So now we are playing some sort of card game. Oh, it must be like mix and match. Hello. And kota Melbourne di mana? Where is Melbourne? Melbourne di sini. Melbourne, yeah.
Afrika.
Yes, Africa. Yeah? Yeah.
Asia.
Yes, Asia, yes. Great, bagus sekali.
Didis Antartika. Didis Australia.
No.
This Australia.
Yeah, that's Australia.
No.
Ini Australia.
This what? Lombok.
You are from Lombok.
Yeah. Aku ni.
Yes, Antarctica.
Where do you come from? This
Hedgehog? Di sini.
Honda. Where do you come from?
Conga, yes, conga.
Honda.
What's this?
Honda. Duck.
Duck? Duck from where?
Kondo. Duck. Antartika. Philippines.
Yes. Very good.
1, 2, 3. Sayang semuanya. Indonesia, this one.
Yeah, Indonesia and Bali. You just hold it like that. Hati-hati ya.
This lager. Jasmine. Buah. Batati. Apa jangan? Wajib.
So it's It's around 4 p.m. now. They're just drying some tamarind here in the village too. There's some very lovely ladies over there as well, just having a conversation with them. Good to practice Indonesian too. And now we're going to play some AFL footy. The boys are teaching them some footy for this afternoon's class.
Hey, what, ready? Here. If you kick ball, 1 point. 1 point. Satu. Yeah. Look. Enam. 6 points. Okay.
Yay! Cantik, cantik.
Hey. Okay. So we're gonna do stretches now.
The main football?
Yes.
Yeah. Very good. Oh, what's that? Apa ini?
Call.
Call.
Perfect.
Call.
That's so cool. Call.
What now?
Bisa.
You just know.
Yeah, see. It's kind of sour. Like that starchy taste. Thank you. Okay. Ini lebih bagus. Siapa namamu?
Sierra.
Ira. That evening, Andar showed us one of his skills, which is how he climbs coconut trees, and even enjoyed one himself at the top before picking some for us, and we enjoyed them fresh as we sat on the beach and watched the sunset.
It's really happening. Yeah.
This is as fresh as coconuts can
That's
get.
like a 30-second mouth.
Pretty heavy.
Why?
You will know later.
This is the top of the coconut, and we're using it as a spoon.
What in dark?
This is actually the best coconut I've ever had.
First coconut I've ever eaten.
Really?
Yes.
Oh wow!
We don't have coconut trees. No.
So fresh. Just scoop the flesh out. The next morning was my final day in the village, and as the sky turned blue once again, Andar drove me all the way to Senggigi port, where after some transferring by car by the boat company, I left Lombok and head towards a new island to explore. I truly had a lot to reflect on after this short yet wholesome trip that was really transformational and unforgettable. The village has become a part of me in some way now, and I know that one day I will be back to keep making a difference to this beautiful community, to take a break and to also embrace the simple life. When you focus on the simple things, you really invite in more happiness into your life. Words really can't fully express how this experience has shaped me in a really positive way, and it wouldn't have been the same without Laura, Anna, James and Jackson. And this trip really made me appreciate what I have so much more as well, to not take the basic things like my bed for granted, and that happiness is our natural state. When we have community, we blossom even more, and we gift ourselves with even more love and joy. And that is one of my greatest takeaways from my volunteer homestay experience in Lombok. So if you are interested in supporting Andar's mission and genuinely want to make a difference to positively impact the future of these children, which you really will make a big difference to, I will leave the link to this volunteer homestay program in the description box down below, and I just truly highly encourage it. This is a big thing to say, but I'm confidently saying that this is one of the best decisions I have ever made in my life. As someone who has now experienced this program firsthand, I can absolutely say that that this will not only make a positive difference to the community, but it will change your life in so many positive ways as well. It will really make you appreciate what you have in life so much more, to practice true and genuine gratitude, and to really focus on the simple things that bring the most joy in life. And I just learned so many lessons. Village and the children are really just ingrained into my heart forever, and this program is just pure goodness. I am so grateful I got the opportunity to do this, to give back in this way. And I'd say the only downside to the program is saying goodbye. So if you did enjoy this video and you'd like to spread awareness, then do give this video a thumbs up. I truly appreciate it, and subscribe if you haven't yet joined our community, and for more upcoming videos your way. And also, I'd love for you to leave a comment down below which part of this vlog was your favorite. I'm super interested. For now, take care beautiful friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.